30 seconds ago, this is the final one of this series for this Saturday. Number 404, the one we was looking for all day long. We got 21 seconds left to go. And as I saw me on the last one, the hill kind of got me yesterday on that race, which it was all in the same day, but I post these each day in the morning. And you see with 10 seconds left, I'm preparing for this race. This one was a better race. This is the one where, like I've been saying, I'm trying to learn where to take off at. When it gets down to 0.2 of a mile, if you even notice on this race, I think I even held out a little bit. Somebody jumped out into the lead, which in my mind, I was thinking since I could see the fence that I could take off then. Now, one thing that was done to me on this race is you notice at the end, somebody else was slingshotting past me. Now, they knew where their sprint numbers were, and I'm learning that. Now, this race I came in a position that wasn't first, but I'm not worried about that. I'm just learning how to race these races. It was a very exciting race. It wasn't one where we were jumping out crazy in front of everybody. We just kind of roped together, and I'm trying to ride as a pack with everyone else. So I'm trying to stay with them. I'm getting a good feel about this race. This is not one of the ones where I need to just take off and just leave everybody, which you've seen me do. But this is not one of the races. This race is all about being in the pack. I am trying to understand the idea of how to pack ride, how to drift ride. So I keep reiterating that because I want to be better at racing. And this is one of them races where I gotta admit, I felt good about it. I wasn't as tired as I normally would be, even though I kind of killed it on the last one. I wasn't really as tired as I normally would be. If you see my heart rate is at 146, which normally by the fourth race of any of these races, my heart rate is just living at 155. But I'm doing 70-some pedals. The group has got us moving at a nice, steady pace. My bike friend of me, Tandem is on here. He's riding pretty good. We have a couple more out in front riding with us. They're doing pretty good. I think what we're doing is we've been pushing this pack a lot. I'm noticing that we finished pretty good when we all racing in a pack and we riding pretty much together. We do pretty good. I'm not trying to let anybody get super far ahead of me, but I know 3 miles left in this race. It's no need to go run and get in front of everybody and try to beat everybody. I see the little incline coming here, and I know it's not going to be a major incline, so I kind of just, as long as it don't go crazy, I can just kind of power through and stick with the pack. And if you notice, I'm not really powering that hard. When I'm with a pack, and man, it's starting to actually come to me. When I'm with a pack on much smaller inclines, they really don't affect me as much. I'm starting to learn that. And so as long as they're not crazy 8, 9, and 15% climbs, they're not going to affect me crazy. Anything under 6, pretty much, I can roll with as long as it's just not a super steady, long, mega long run. And we're riding, we're at 2.8 left, 2.7 left in this race, and we're going downhill. And if you notice, I'm at 60 pedals per minute. I'm not even trying to pedal hard at it. Anything going downhill, I will rest when I'm in a group ride. In fact, I turn on the aerodynamic helmet to give me even more boost, the aero boost. So I'm just kind of just riding. My heart rate is up a little bit because I think sometimes I anticipate people leaving, and that kind of makes me nervous. But riding along with Tandem, we just ride. And we're moving along pretty fast. And I look up and I see other guys trying to keep up with me. And the thing is, on the down here, I don't have to do much. And I can see them rolling they rolling their legs pretty good. But if you notice me, I'm just kind of 70 pedals per minute, and I'm just kind of staying with them. No rush, I'm gonna get out here and just kill it. I'm just gonna stay with the group. So my goal in a race like this, but I know I'm thinking to myself, it's gonna be mostly a flat race, is to see how far my nerves withstand me trying to take off. That's what it is. Now, racing on this race, my head is, oh, do I let my nerves get to me and I try to leave everybody, or do I just try to figure out when do I take off eventually? And I'm trying not to let my nerves get to me. If you understand what I'm saying, I'm trying not to let myself get too nervous and try to, I don't want to leave the group. I don't want to try to go crazy. I just want to figure out how when to take off. Now in my head, like I've said, my number is about 800 feet out. When it gets to 2/10 of a mile, and they get ready to sweep to the 1,000 feet, at about 800 feet, 750 feet, by the end of those, if I start there, by the end, I'm peaked out, and I'm rolling, and I can hold that probably about 6 or 7 seconds, especially at my max. I'm starting to get to the point where I can put out some real good numbers in that little 1,000 feet of stretch of land. So I'm trying to hold on till we get to that point. So right now, I'm just trying to sit in the pack, stay relaxed, ease my breathing, calm myself down, and just ride. Any bigger riders out there, we need our own little big rider community. But any more bigger rider out there, if you see what I'm doing, it's not hard. If you notice, the pack is really it's really in a blob. So the numbers of me switching from 6, 7, 8, 1, 6, 7, 8, 10. It's just because we all packed together right there. On the last race, I think it said 4th on the when I looked at the thing, but when I went to Zwift Insiders, I was number 3, which as you can clearly see on the last race, I finished number 3. So as we riding here, oh no, not the last race. Was it the last? No. There was one of the races before where I finished that first. Sorry about that. But as we riding here, you can see we're riding, and we're coming around this corner. We got 1.4 miles, 1.3 miles left, and I'm just trying to stay with everyone. I'm not being funny. I'm trying to just stay with tandem. I know we got a little climb here, but it's not enough climb that it's gonna hurt me. Even to the point where I'm not even trying to just leave everybody. I'm just trying to stay in this pack while we climb this hill. Now, I did get kind of nervous, but I noticed we're all slowing down. So I did get kind of nervous, and there was enough hill that it caused me to burn a little bit more energy than I wanted to, and it put me further back in the pack. But this was a hill where it was only 5%, and because I was with the pack when I hit it, I didn't go nervous when I noticed everybody else slowing down. You notice that I didn't go crazy. I just kind of made sure I just got back close to everyone. I'm just trying to stay with them. And as we make this turn, I see the numbers going down. I go, well, I wonder if it's a negative coming up or is there another hill? And so I can't really tell. It says 0 and I don't see none. So what I do now is I do put a little bit more power in just to get my cruise speed back up to about 23 miles an hour. And I figure at that point, it should give me enough time to catch up to the rest of the pack. Nobody's still trying to run crazy. So as I climb back in, we're at a mile left. I'm just trying to get back with the pack. And once I got my speed up, I kind of brought it down from the 500s. I brought the pedals down from 90. And I just kind of made a point of just getting back up with the group, the front group. And in a longer race, this wouldn't even matter much at all. But it does cause me to accelerate my heart rate so I can catch up with them. You know, your heart rate starts off, even though you put the power in, it's a minute for your heart rate to catch up. And I'm thinking to myself, these guys are not going to take off on a sprint. And when we come around this corner, I noticed that we're on like a still flat, but it must have been a slight decline because it allowed me just to kind of slingshot back into the pack. And I wired back up with tandem, and I'm sitting there and I'm going, okay, cool. I'm going to ride this thing and just ride with him. Now I go past him, but it's not on purpose. Just whatever happened when we came around that corner, it kind of slingshotted me forward. So I'm not trying to go crazy. And in fact, I'm just going to ride. In my head, I'm just going to ride with this dude right here. Me and him going to ride together. And when it gets down to 2/10 of a mile, we're going to take off. And I think somebody thought about, well, I'm just going to leave everybody and just take off. And I see the BB guy get in front, and he's gone. But I think he took off a little too early. Because I want to, let me get it clear to you. I want to chase it. I really want to just jump up there and go after him. But I'm still trying to hold off. In my head, if I can just hold off to the end, this could be a plot where I just catch him. Now there's a group of us right here riding. Nobody's trying to really take off, and I still held off a little bit until I saw that 2/10 pop up. And as the 2/10 pop up, I'm still not in the 500. You know, I can run up into 1,000. I'm not up there yet, and I'm just trying to hold off. And I see the guy come past me, and I go, man, I can't let him get too far ahead. So I start putting in the wattage. Now, Sad part is I did get up to about 11, almost 1,200 watts on this thing, and we catch it. But whoever was next to me was in even better spot to take off than I was, and I just couldn't get it. And I come in third. Now, I think because Zwift moves a little slower than the rest, it had me in fourth, but when I went on Zwift Inside, it was third. He was moved to fourth, and I was in third. So, thank y'all for watching these races. The great barometer for letting me know where I'm at in Zwift. I love the new screen, how they had this up. I'll see y'all next Saturday at 5 in the morning. Come race with us. Build a pack up. Thanks.